Well, let's talk about some Buckeye Skips stuff here. This is the winners from Buckeye Skips, and I didn't list them out here in our normal note pattern for everybody that can't see our notes backstage. So we're actually going to go through here, and I grabbed screenshots from Buckeye Skips page, which I appreciate them doing that as well. Welcome to episode 126 of the Drag Driver Pete Show presented by Summit Racing. Unlimited Big Tire winner is Richard Rose, car number 9 with an average of 11:36. Runner-up, car number 76 with a Mr. Tom Hartman, 12:303. I think, man, Unlimited Big Tire, dude, somebody probably could have went up there and just knocked it out, man.
Yeah. All right, so up next is the Unlimited Small Tire. So winner is Joshua Simmons with an average of 7.6645, and runner-up, no other survivors.
That's awesome. That's a great way to put it in there. In the truck class, they had Jim Loveland took the win in that class with an 880. Bro, that's a fast truck. And then David Pritchard in behind him with a 958.
Yep. And then truck closest spread, William Tom Hill with a 0.0536. So pretty good spread, but also close race. Runner-up with Tim Tothman, 0.059. So 053 to 059. That's a pretty close spread.
Yeah, that's a close one. And we'll dig into that. I've asked those guys if they want to be on next week. And I think they replied back that they're in on that. So I would love to do that. Love to hear the stories kind of in behind, like what we're going to do with Derek and the Six Smokies here in a minute. On Dial Your Own class, which is based on the closest spread. I love this setup for Dial Your Own. David Lips takes the win with an 008 spread over Chris Hill with an 043 spread.
Dang old bracket car there, 008.
Dude, man, that's insane.
850 index, again, another one of our favorite classes. Christopher Hyatt with an 8.588 over the runner-up Brian McNally with an 8.731. So again, pretty good there. 858's, that's pretty good.
That's pretty salty. And I would love to hear some stories in behind that. Chris Hyatt doesn't sound familiar to me based on some names, so I'll have to dig in and look a little bit deeper. 950 index. Mike Blewett takes the win with a 956 with a 1, and then in behind him, Nathan Hoopman with a 958 with a 4 average on that side.
Yeah, pretty close there as well. The 990 index, which I really like this too. I like throwing out those different numbers. So 990 index, we got Clark Heckert with a 9948 over Jesse Hazlitt with a 9953. So again, 990s right there as well.
Yeah, Jesse Hazlitt's done a lot of events this year. I don't have the full list of regional events laid out yet, but I think he's probably done maybe like 3 or 4 total events for him this year.
Nice.
1090 index, Chuck Thomas, 1098 average on that one. And then second place, Tom Wild with an 1106 in the 1090 index.
Yeah. Then the 1190 index, you got Ray Darnell with 11.992 and runner-up Justin Schaefer with a 12.184.
That's awesome. Stick shift class, John Kenner takes the win in that with a 982 average. And then Mike Formick with a 1075 average after that. So pretty big swing between first and second place there in stick shift.
Yeah. Stick shift closest spread, again, Kyle Dennis with a 0.0452, and then William Wise, the runner-up, with a 0.1095.
Yep, Kyle Dennis, I think that is the Quarter Horse Customs white Fox body.
I believe so.
And then I grabbed some photos that were sent from Kevin Jordan when him and Tommy DePri were actually racing the event, but we did not get a photo of Tommy's truck. How much crap is that?
Did he tell you how he did or anything?
Nope. Hadn't heard anything. I know. JWire Solutions is expert car and marine wiring solutions you can trust. JWire can wire and plumb your hot rod, your race car, or your drag and drive car, or your sand rail, or your snowblower, whatever you got. Plus, they offer products to make your driving experience better, like this little piece right here that we've talked about a few times here, the heater bypass block off. This is a big deal in LS world. This actually helps the flow of the water if you just loop those pieces there, the radiator, or the, what do you call that? The heater box hoses. If you loop those, that kind of creates this whole little area of just a mess. This heater bypass block off helps with all of that. And plus, Jay is a drag and drive racer and co-pilot himself. So, if it was done, is done right. So pretty cool setup there. And you're going to run one of those on the Mustang.
Tommy DePri.
Yep, gonna punch him right in the leg next time I see him. But I did catch this car, Vinnie Barbone, out there just taking names, kicking ass, and had the engine out on this car, I think on Tuesday of the week of Buckeye Skips.
Oh man.
Yeah, so that'll be a good story to follow up on next week when we have these guys on. Looks like a lot of super cool cars just based on the photos here. And I always like seeing the camping, like seeing the tents and stuff like that in the background. But a lot of cars. Oh man, Tommy Bro,
Bro.
that's gonna make him so mad.
That's probably why he didn't. I'll say that's why he didn't tell us.
Yeah, he's gonna be so mad. Well, that's the way it goes. Race cars are tough, man. Race cars are tough.
Better get him back into the car that he was in at Six Summer.
Oof, ouch. Go buy that Firebird back. Yeah. So, anyways, we'll follow up next week with these guys and talk to them. Kind of the plan. We'll give them an hour to go over again winners, cool cars that are in the event, and some of the route stops and things like that. Buckeye Skips was a regional event held in Ohio, and it looks like it was a ton of fun.
Yeah, I think what they tell us last time, like 140 cars is what they had registered and everything. So that's awesome for your first event.
I think they had 111 finish or 111 show up or something like that. I can't remember the final number. Tommy gave it to me, but I don't remember what he sent over. But pretty awesome. It looks like they had some really competitive cars, and we'll obviously break down within the classes from there, like how many other tight races there were and things like that. Because a lot of times, like the number 1 and 2 spot may not be very close, but the number 2, 3, and 4 spot may be separated by a couple thousandths or something like that. So just got to take that time and dig in and get all that info put together. But thanks again to JWire Solutions. We appreciate him and all the support that he gives us, and not just for the support of being a sponsor, but also being a great friend. Jay is one of the I bother that guy a lot. There's a lot of fun times where him and I nerd out big time over cars and over stats and over all that kind of stuff. So appreciate him and all he does. So again, JWire Solutions, if you're looking for somebody to talk you through wiring your car or wiring and plumbing it, he can definitely do that. 111 showed up. Yep, perfect. So that was close, right? Well, y'all know the deal here. We can't do this without you guys. So thank you for being our race car friends. We appreciate y'all very much. I am asking that you hit that share button tonight as we get into this, because this show is going to be a good one. I see Skylar James. They're saying it is the Eric White. That is exactly right. Eric is a well-known, famous person within the office there. So anyways, thank you guys so much for being around here. Thank you so much for what you guys do for us. We try and do a lot for you guys, and we appreciate everything that y'all do for us. And thank you to our sponsors, man. Without these guys, we really couldn't do what we're doing. And so we just ask that whenever you are shopping, not even spending money, but just shopping, hit these guys up, see if they've got something that would work for you. So, when you're out there looking, Summit Racing, Deech Works, Molly Motorsport, Driven Racing Oil, Howard's Cams, JWire Solutions, AFCO Racing Products, Performer Built Transmissions, Car Chains 3D, PowerTube TV if you want to watch some automotive related stuff, WAF Racing if you're looking for some super cool carbureted 3D printed stuff, Sweet Patina for the best hand cleaning wipes on the market, and then Racing Junk Classifieds, who has a dedicated drag and drive section. So